So we're still here in Clovis, California. I'm going to talk real close and real loud. I got the water running just to make sure we don't have any leaking in here. You can see what we've installed is this little trap drain kit provided by the homeowner. It's a Danco Easy Connect. So we've installed these before. It's got a little rubber thing there, hooks up to the pull rod and then the lever. And so it's installed. Main thing is right here, we want to make sure that we don't get any leaking. So you can see in between the sink and that first rubber gasket, we want to make sure nothing rolls down. It'll either roll down out of there or roll down through these threads and then drip down. You'll see it. So we've been running water for a while. We don't see any water, which is good. So that's our first job. And then from here, we got a tailpiece extension down to a tubular P-trap. You can see what was in there. It was an old tubular. We could have reused that. We don't have the right gaskets for those, and it was disassembled when we got here. What they have back there is old cast iron sanitary tee with a piece of chrome tubular piping stubbed out, and then a coupling. So you can see it's a brass adapter in the middle, chrome nut on the back, chrome nut on the front. So back there we just polish it up somewhat, and it's nice and tight. This only fits in there about half, 3/4 of an inch, which is enough because it's got a gasket on this side. Tighten everything down, and so you want to monitor this area as well. And sorry about the shaking, but back on this side, you want to run your finger around here, and I know you're going to rent this, so you're not here to do this, but you can see it's dry, which means it's sealing correctly. Back in the wall, can't tell you what's going on back there. Don't want to touch that. Looks like it's glued in with some kind of a JB weld or something like that. And then the front part right here, this part, you want to check that. So as long as this all stays dry in here, you're good. So it's dry as of today. When we leave it, it is dry. So the only thing that we've installed in here is this tubular trap, tubular extension, this drain assembly, which was provided by the homeowner, and then of course hooked up the existing rod. Now that's the existing rod to the faucet. It won't come out because it hits right here, right there underneath the mirror. So I'd recommend doing something different with the mirror there. It doesn't fully activate because you can't pull the rod up, you can see. So it won't close and fill with water, and that's outside of my scope of work. Like I say, get a flat mirror, Home Depot, probably $15, mount it on the wall, take care of the problem, you'll be able to lift it up higher. I do see the faucet right here on the hot side is leaking water currently. That's not us, that's the faucet. It's a cartridge is leaking, so that'll be, I mean, honestly, you can work on it or replace it. I would say replace it. Replace it, get a lower, don't get a faucet that's so high, and you know, they're probably 35 bucks at Home Depot, Lowe's, and just replace that. You can get a cartridge for that. It's a Delta. If you took a picture of that and send it to Delta, they'll tell you what it is. You can replace it, but that's outside of our scope of work. Ours is just to get the drain functioning. So faucet works great. It's just leaking on the one side. And outside of that, this installation is done.